Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to episode 38 of Red Dead Adventures here on Off the Shelf Reviews. I'm your host, Ian Buckingham, and well, we made it to Friday, didn't we? It is raining out there. It is grey sky. It is just chucking it down. I walked Dylan to school, and it wasn't too bad. It was just kind of, slightly persistent. So I'm like, if we get to school quick enough, we can just get you indoors. And we get outside and we're waiting for the teacher to come down, and all of a sudden there was just rapid fire rain really quickly. I was like, oh my god, hate you. Morning Mongo Mongo, morning Seed Hill. Like, weather. I always say I live in the southwest, so a rainy day. Morning funny Mugatao. A rainy day for us is like a sunny day for everybody else. You know, somebody's like, hey, I live in California and the sun shines like 364 days a year. I'm like, oh, really? What is the sun? What does that look like? It's like the orange thing, right? We should just collect this all. We should just collect all the water and then, freeze it and send it right back up to the north and south poles so we can, keep the ocean levels at a certain level. Actually, I'm looking forward to turning it all into Water World, actually. Yeah. I think I'll play a really good Kevin Costner. So, back for day 152 of the challenges, and well, the zombie apocalypse didn't come, did it? I mean, I say that because obviously all three of our George A. Romero reviews went up this week, and I gotta say, I'm just gonna pat myself on the back and say I think we did well for the first three. I don't know how the next three are gonna go down. Right, okay, what we got here? Banded Gila Monster, that's in New Austin. Flying birds killed with a sniper rifle. Jesus Christ, game. Why does that one even exist? Like, this is such a stupid mission. 3 row missions complete. That's not bad. I am self defense, can do that. Non-players killed by stealth. Vanilla flowers, that's in Lemoyne. Weapons customized. Oh, we can do that real easy. What have we got for that? Bounty posters, always have got bounty posters. Bounty targets brought in 5. Well, could combo the New Austin and Lemoyne ones while we're getting the Gila Monster. And then that would count up for that. The American Flowers is 3. Coins are 3. Collectibles are 3. I'm not really worried about the collector stuff. Because I've already got the collector up to level 20. So it's just collecting stuff at the moment. And I'm hoarding so much stuff. I was almost going to swear. $100 made from trading. Resupply missions made. Small animal carcasses. Well, we've got to be careful because the last couple of days my challenges have been glitchy to say the least. Oh, we're almost in New Austin, isn't we? Yeah, I'm coming, Crips. I'm coming. I know you need supplies. So, like I said, I hope you've all enjoyed the first 3 reviews that have gone up. What's your favourite? Like, I swear I change from day to day. I try to keep it up with the reviews, but one day I want to watch Dawn, the next day I want to watch Day. Every now and again I want to watch the black and white version of the original, or the colour version, or the remake. And then, if I can, like I did back in the day, I would watch all 3 of them, one after the other. I actually did that once. That was a lot of zombies. Right. I'm going to head to New Austin, bring in some bounties, find me a Gila Monster, which is right out of the desert. Like, the level of gore in each of them just reached such a crescendo in Dawn when you see Rhodes get his legs ripped off. It just kind of put everything else into perspective with the other 2 films of what would have happened to you if you get grabbed by zombies. Seed Hill's favourite would be Night. we talking the black and white night, the remake night, the colorized night? I actually don't mind the colorized version. I was watching something a couple of days ago, and they were watching the colored version of Night of the Living Dead, and it's still really, really good. See, yeah, I love the black and white version as well, but it's, yeah. I need to head to Tumbleweed. Yeah, let's just head to Tumbleweed. There's just something of seeing the blonde hair of Barbara, you know, and the white shirt of Ben. Even just seeing the color on the TV, it kind of updates it for me. And every now, like I said, I really like the remake, but the remake looks too new, you know, in which I would prefer to watch kind of the colorized version of the original, if I had to choose. Okay, I'm gonna get a bounty. Whoa, drunk man. Make sure nobody's gonna shoot me. I could try that one first today. The new legendary bounty. He's a sniper, a former sniper, and he leads a small force of snipers from on top of a hill, and you have to go up there. It's not a bad mission, but on the first setting, morning boss. On the first setting, I got hit a couple of times, but I was able to dodge it, and all I could think was, if this gets harder, he's gonna kill me in one hit. Okay, that's new. TJ240 is accepting a mission. Glitchy! Campbell's going to be on soon. Just having dinner. Yeah, it's dinner time over there. Well, obviously, like I said, I'm trying to grab a Gila monster at the moment. And I've got to bring in 2 bounties in Lemoyne. Got to get me that eye patch. I think I'm almost level 17. But I did spend the day yesterday with my hunting wagon, taking that outside. Got a great story with that one. Let's just say, a level 38 yesterday learned the hard way not to shoot somebody in Red Dead Redemption. Oh, cheers, Campbell. I'll go for my beer fun tonight. Oh, bird. Where's my fucking ammo? No. This way. There you go. Oh! Look at that. Got my first challenge. 152 days. It's the little things in life, isn't it? From Star Trek Voyager to Babylon 5, she has all the small bit parts. Oh, I love the actress in the remake. She's been in so much stuff. Oh yeah, she was in Babylon 5. Loved her as the what was it? She was the psychic cop who worked with Chekhov. Turned up. She had a major part in Thirdscape, didn't she? I've got that on videotape somewhere, along with the other TV movies. I think she was being affected by the thing that came through the warp gate. There was a time I kept mistaking her for the actress who plays Tasha Yar, and then realised, no, that's the woman from Pet Secretary. That's how you separate those two. Love Tony Todd as well. The way he hits that zombie right at the beginning, and you just see it lying on the grass with its legs facing the other way. Oh, Gila Monster. I'm supposed to keep an eye out for Gila Monster too. Let's take the bolt action today. Keeping the Springfield locked with the explosives at the moment. You never know when you might need a perfect headshot. Oh, what's that? Heard a squeak. for a desert iguana or a Gila monster somewhere. Keep those eyes peeled. Oh, there's a snake somewhere. Ah, wait, where are you? Not even seeing any sanctuaries. Like I can hear it, but I can't see it. That's a cougar up there. Okay, well let's just keep going. The Gila monsters are a dime a dozen sometimes. That's not what that is. Yeah, 9-banded armadillo. Okay, sure. Yes, Andy did see the Joker. And Gary saw the Joker too. A lot of people I know have seen the Joker, and I'm just like, yep, I wikied it. Like, really? Why didn't you go to the cinema? I'm like, well, it's just work and life and, birthdays, other people's birthdays. Red Dead Redemption. I just didn't have the time. I just had to read it. But, it's just, if you've seen it at the moment, I think Joaquin Phoenix could be winning an Oscar. Has he ever won an Oscar? I can't remember. Did he win an Oscar for Walk the Line? I know Jamie Foxx won an Oscar for Grey. Somebody somewhere won an Oscar. How could you think Heart of Darkness was hard? I'm very average at games and it was a walk in the park. What age did you play it though? Give me a username. I mean, I played it. I mean, I failed at maths yesterday, and obviously I said I was 11, but I worked it out more. I was 15 when I played Heart of Darkness, and I had already tried to play Another World on the Mega Drive. No, I remember Flashback was on the Mega Drive. Flashback's another hard game where you just keep dying. And it was just it was hard because you just keep dying and you've got to break past that wall, haven't you? Yeah, I was 15 as well. I did complete it. I just, some of the death sequences, all that timing of... Is that the guy? Who's that?
Hey, you can't be here.
Oh, he's the target. Hey! Sorry, man. You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Who do you think you are, tying me
That
up?
was the easiest bounty hunt ever.
Get these damn ropes off.
I was wondering what you were doing. Okay. Sorry, I got completely distracted there by what could only be described as the easiest bounty hunt ever. I'm sure I'm supposed to have come up from that way.
You
I am a scoundrel. Wow. But yeah, Heart of Darkness, like I said, I had to persevere with video games when I was younger. Kind of like now, I don't jump from game to game, so when I get a game, I'm going to complete that game. Unless it's broken. And I don't think I've come across many games that have been broken. Land of the Dead Fiddler's Green was a broken game. That's why I could never complete that.
Help! Help!
But luckily that was I just followed that. Could you turn up the sound a little bit? Yeah, I can.
Hell no.
Move the microphone as well. Is that better? Obviously, try not to be too loud. Where are we going? Sheriff's office.
Shit!
Keep
Somebody
an eye out
help!
for Gila monsters too, people.
Damn it, all the hell!
I always loved as well, going back to the zombie movies. Always loved how younger I really, really wanted to live in the Dawn of the Dead Mall. But as I got older, I realised how much of a prison it would be compared to, when you look at like how they kind of just locked themselves in there. and it just got more and more surrounded. After a while, I realized, that's not a good idea. You'll go stir crazy, cabin fever. You'll want to go outside, but you won't be able to, and you'll just go crazy. So
You ain't getting away with this.
that's why I formulated the plan. And the plan, ladies and gentlemen, my zombie plan is this.
I wasn't expecting company. Cells over there.
You head to your home if you can, because you're either at home
Here's
or
the
you
going
are
rate.
at your workplace, which is usually quite close to your home. You head to your home, you take all your supplies, you head up to the second floor. You attempt, if you can, to either destroy or blockade the stairs, and you hold out over the first week, maybe 2 weeks of the zombie apocalypse, because over those 7 days, over the course of those 7 days, panic is gonna ensue. Panic is gonna go crazy. People are going to be rushing to hospitals, the police are going to be pushed, the ambulances are going to be pushed, the airports are going to be stacked, the roads are just going to be crazy, mass hysteria all over the place. Thousands of people are going to die, and with the combined efforts of the zombies, either runners or running infected, or the slow shambling ones, that it's going to turn in the favor of the zombies. So, you're in your house. 7 days have passed, maybe 14 days have passed. You've held out. Maybe you've had to kill a few. You have to kill a few. Settle that right now. You will have to maybe kill your friends, your family. If somebody says that they are bitten and you know full well 100% that the bite will turn them, be prepared to kill them if you want to stay alive. Once you've established this, you will have to, if you want to hold out for a little while longer, and maybe you're organising with friends and family to come to you, you will have to blockade the ends of your street. Now, obviously, in your home, you've got apartment buildings, you've got neighbours, so unless they've already escaped, they are probably in their home as well, shacked up. But you don't have to deal with them because they're probably behind locked doors. You just need to secure the surrounding perimeter. Cars come in very well. I mean, all you have to do is just unlock the handbrake. You don't even have to turn the engine on. You just kind of move it around. Now, if there are zombies nearby, radios and phones come in very good, useful as distraction tools. Don't worry about saving them. There's nobody to call anymore. You're better off getting some CB radios. Once you've gotten rid of once you've blockaded the perimeter, you then obviously have to secure the local buildings of your neighbours, and hopefully they haven't turned too many. So obviously you don't want to come across a family of 5 people who have all turned into zombies and you're the only person taking care of them. I'm going to nail both of these guys. Oh, hang on. Is he still alive? He can't still be alive. No, he's not. They were going to go into their fort. Ha! Man, I'm just ruining the bounties today, aren't I? I could have taken all those guys out before. I just rode up and just went, "Hey, gentlemen, blah blah blah." Yeah. So where was I? Okay, so you will obviously either have to move out from your home once you've. Oh, I'm going to need my bounty wagon. You're going to have to move out from your home to gather supplies and or move to another location. If things obviously become desperate. And roads, the normal roads that people will take will be blockaded. There are going to be crashed cars everywhere, ambulances, fire trucks, you name it. There's going to be debris all over the roads. So this is why I've thought of railroad tracks, train tracks, trains aren't going to be running anymore. Most train tracks, lead from city to city. So you'll be able to easily move from one large location to another. Most tracks are either kept up on high bridges or fenced off from the general public. So you shouldn't find many zombies on there. The only problem you would have would be tunnels. But if you take your time, you can actually move around the tunnel if you don't want to go through it, or gather some torches and just be prepared to kill everything in place. Gotta have a zombie plan. Zombie apocalypse plans work for all apocalypses. It's all about survival. That's the key. That's what I took majorly from the George A. Romero movies. If anything, it was just the survival. Right, I'll just take these two dead gentlemen back to town, and all those guards there will none be the wiser. Oh, apart from this guy who's following up. Pow! That felt good. I had a customer from Yorkshire tonight, so I was nice to not have to speak to someone Spanish. Well, sorry. She saw that my last name was Underwood and asked if I was English. She was hot. Nice. Gotta take those moments, man. I always look at it like you should always never expect to flirt with every girl, but at least try to treat them like a princess, because they might, reciprocate. Obviously, if they're spraying mace in your eyes, you've gone a bit far. But then you never know, she might enjoy that. Oh, okay, man, come on, wagon. Ah. What's the other challenge? There was another challenge as well, isn't there? To kill 5 stealth killed. Oh man. Here I am, just riding around, just blowing everybody away. Actually being stealth killed my ass off. When are you guys done? Man, Funny's doing his tequila again. Yeah, how is your injury, boss? How long are you off for? I dislocated my shoulder last weekend. I did morning Chris Sanders. I had to take an ambulance to the hospital and then they put me to sleep to pop it back in. I don't know. Well, I've luckily, knock on wood, knocking on my head, sorry, have never dislocated my shoulder, but I've always tried to be as careful as I can, so I never have to. But I have broken my arm twice, the same arm over the course of 3 years. I think I was 11 when I broke it the first time, and then like 14 or 15 when I broke it the second time. It's beef while I'm driving. No, I didn't make it. I want to eat the milkweed on stage. Ooh. What's up, boy? Oh, man. Alright, I'm coming. What the fuck? Ow. Where'd you go, boy? Where'd you go? Get over here. Man, I really hope they do not open that. Well, even if they open up the wagon, the 2 guys are dead in the back. They better not come up and say they escaped. Dog, this better be worth it. Where have you gone? There he is. Come on, boy. What is it? Is it a dead guy? It's a dead guy, isn't it? Where'd he go? Jesus, boy. Well, are we just going for a walk? What? Okay, I'm here. What are we looking for? I'm watching that timer at the same time, dog. I've got to get back as well. What have we got? What's here? Dig spot? No? He's going to lure me out here, and then he's going to pull a gun on me, and I'm going to have to shoot him, aren't I? It's not going to be a dog. It's going to be a man in a suit. Jesus Christ, dog. Yeah, I know to get on the wagon. I'm not going to make it back in time. I'm just watching the timer. I'm like, he's dragged me all the way over here. I should have taken the wagon. Why didn't I take the bloody wagon? This is what I get for liking animals more than I like people. Maybe it's an animal thing. Like he's running. Like I did see the marker on the radar as well, so he was supposed to be part of something. I don't know if it's not counting at the moment. Maybe I'm just am I just running after a random dog in the middle of the desert? I am, aren't I? It's just some random NPC dogs just lured me off into the middle of nowhere. Hmm. Alright, boy, okay. Ah, you know what it is? I reckon I just realised. When you're on a mission, you can't interact with the NPCs as you normally would. So this dog is obviously part of something, which I've just dropped off the back of my wagon, and he's not activating. God damn it. Or it's a cave. Maybe it's a cave. Maybe he's luring me into a cave. Is that a cave bot? No? And you've been to the desert on a horse with no name. It's just good to be out of the rain. Ironic that it's raining today as well. My God, stagecoaches move through Valentine's with no drivers. Oh, some glitchiness going on in the game today. Fuck you, dog. God damn it. No way I'm going to get back to the bounties in time. I can't even call Artex because I've got my wagon out. So I'll have to wait for the timer to run down so I can get rid of it. So then I can call Artex again. So. Chris Sanders lives in Wisconsin. What up, Wisconsin? It is 9:34 a.m. over here in the UK. Where is it where you are right now? If you grew up over here in America, especially in California in the 80s, there was always a new toy that had to be recalled because it killed a bunch of kids. Ooh, man. Gary was telling me about the Fallout 76 helmets that have gone moldy. If you were like a kid or an old person and you breathed in this mold, you would have died. I'm like, okay. Kind of glad I didn't buy the Fallout 76 Special Edition. But it did bring into question the whole Doom helmet scenario. The fact that obviously Doom is being held back at the moment. 9-banded armadillo. Take that to Crips. Yeah, that Doom has been put back till March, and they had all these helmets that were supposed to be coming out with it. And I thought, ooh, that is quite controversial. If somebody tried to pull a fast one with id Software, you wonder if they've actually got like a devil pentagram in their offices that they call on for people. 3-row mission. Oh, Campbell, I need to activate the posse, don't I? Haven't done that. We might spend the day down in New Austin today, Campbell, because it's such a rainy, miserable day. I might need some sunshine. Can't even speak today. Let's get a large camp on the go. I need money, Campbell. I need money. I say that. I need to do some treasure hunt missions. Oh, crow? There's a crow. Yeah, I see you, crow. This is kind of where you want to be during the zombie apocalypse. All this wide open space. So then when you hear them, you're like, pow! None of that living in the city's crap. Being stuck with all those buildings. It's a lot of glass and metal. Oh. What up, Shaky?
Hey, I could certainly use your assistance again.
Okie dokie.
Now, a fella
Yeah.
I know, a funny fella, but that ain't pertinent. He just sent me this.
Ooh, am I gonna have to kill a player?
You read
Campbell, I think we might have to kill a player.
Thought it might be interesting to someone like you.
I'll take the killing.
Have a look.
Shoot somebody in the head.
Look.
Yosemite. That's how you say that, isn't it? Yosemite, the park. I'm always seeing pictures from John St. John, who goes there on his holidays. Obviously, because me and the voice of Duke Nukem are obviously friends on Facebook. You don't get better than that. You don't get better. Wow. Go to Benedict Point. It's like right here. There's an American flag around here? Something around here, but let's concentrate on getting targets. Getting distracted by everything today. Luckily, I've done this challenge. I'm heading north and grabbing this guy, Campbell. If you want to grab the ones to the east. This guy's like really far out. Stealth kill. How? Okay, if you're going for that one, I'll head for this guy over here. So yes, oh, Campbell, how did you die? Oh, is it probably because there's a group of them over there, isn't it? Yeah, he's probably got friends. Where is he? How? There he is. Headshot! I do love firing my bow. Okay, there's two of them. There it is. No, of course. Why would you want to shoot into the building? No. Yeah, look. Go on, Artex. You're messing around too much here. Couldn't hit a bull on a frog's ass. That's don't ride into the horse. There we go. You got the last one, Campbell? Sorry. Was he downstairs? He's in the barn. He's in the basement.
Help! Anybody! Help!
Oh, that was good. That wasn't murder. It's the walking in the rain. It's gonna give me a cold. Sorry, just had to get rid of a bit of a coughing. Okay. Bounty hunting. Oh, there's another free run mission. Oh, here it comes again. Man, have you ever had one of those coughs that makes you cry? Oh, I haven't had one of them since I gave up smoking. You feel your lungs moving and you're like, oh my god. Obviously you guys don't want to hear that. Out of the way, gentlemen. We're at work here. Campbell, we will do the sniper mission later. But we're going to get some bounty hunts in.
Good evening, partner.
Need to capture like 5 people and 2 in Austin. Yeah, dry coughs are the worst. You just feel that little tickle at the back. And you're just like, okay, I'll just try and shift this. And then you start to move it, but you move it the wrong way, don't you? And you're like, uh-oh. Okay, target. I'm looking for clues. Clues in here. There's stuff in here. There we go. There's a load of stuff in that shack there, Campbell, if you want to grab it. Like health cures and stuff. Another clue. Looks like he took a crap on the ground here. I think he pretended to be a cow or something. Then he walked over here all funny like, twitching his eye. Maybe pushed over these boxes in frustration and spat on the floor. Okay, you go right, I'll go left. He ran around here on all fours, cowering at the moon. Why are you going this way for? There's a track over there. Go track that track. Oh, okay.
Hey, you can't be here.
Oh, she, sorry. Oh, you bowled her. Nice.
I mean it.
Love the
Get hell
bowlers.
out of here. Oh,
Somebody's been spending money. What do you call a happy cowboy? A jolly rancher. I thought you called him Phil from the Village People. Morning pasta music. Been playing too much Red Dead, Iain. You know those folks aren't vaccinated, right? Yeah. They all got cholera and bluegill and the snuffles and shit. And Scott Bell gave me pink eye. I don't think I play Red Dead too much. Obviously, I play only Red Dead. But then, is it better for me to play one game all the time, or five games all at once? See, because I think I prefer it the other way.
Oh, shit!
Having multiple games on the go at once is far too confusing when it comes to controls. You know, trying to remember where melee is, and shooting, and obviously bullet time, and how no are you going to be able to play puzzle games and first-person shooters all at once, all at the same time?
Take
It's
the
just...
ropes off already!
Oh, you meant about my cop? Yeah. Oh, maybe I'm turning into Arthur Morgan. Doesn't he die at the end? Sorry, spoilers if you haven't obviously done the story for this game yet. I never did see Arthur's story, or John Marsden's. You know, there's a lot of people who worship those characters. I'm like, I heard about them guys. Heard they ain't that much. Never myself crossed paths.
Oh, shit!
I'm really hoping October 31st there's a zombie attack here in one of these towns. You know, because we've seen the dead bodies. Where are they? Is this Armadillo? I should remember these bloody towns when they're empty. No, this is Tumbleweed. In Armadillo, they've got obviously the purple bodies that are in the pit. And I'm really hoping there's a zombie apocalypse October 31st. That would be great. Obviously, I won't be able to play it because I'll be at work, but hey.
Always better when
What Halloween remake has just come out? Oh,
you can count it,
Halloween, that's the
or you can trust it.
Laurie Strode
It's
one
all
with
there.
Jamie Lee Curtis coming back and completely discounting Halloween H12? Halloween, well, disregarding everyone after one, actually, isn't it? That doesn't even count as Halloween 2. Oh, what are we doing? One more? Oh, we'll do a free roam mission, actually, while we're here. Sheriff Foreman, you got any missions?
Great work completing that last
Yeah.
business.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just kick me out of town, why don't you? What's that all about, game? Should definitely eat a steak. I need to cook some meat as well. That's probably what I'm going to have to do this weekend while I'm not obviously recording, is just stocking up on all my supplies. All of my big game meat, all of my explosive rounds. I mean, I heard those pigs as I was riding back to town, and I was just like, I just can't stop. I stop, and I end up following a dog into the middle of nowhere.
Great work completing that last
Yeah,
business.
we just did this. The Matrix is glitched.
Good.
Andrew
There's plenty
AGT,
of work,
morning
but
Andrew.
this is
Do
probably
you
most
edit the
of it.
videos and Gary does the research?
Some thieves
Well,
came through last night
we
and
used to
stole
both
items
do all the
from
work.
local business owner. His name is Jake
Like
Albany.
we'll both watch the
Thieves'
films
name?
and then we
I
both
don't know,
research it.
and I don't particularly
Like he
wanna know.
researches
I
a lot
just want 'em
more.
dead
I
for the
just make up
goddamn
jokes because I like to
In
think
my
I'm funny.
town, I believe they rode off toward Jorge.
And I just like to enjoy the film as well. You know, I feel like if I bog everybody down with lots of background info about who was wearing what socks on what day, you know, it takes it away from the fact that we're obviously talking about something else. And I just got kicked out of town again. Jesus, game. And I used to do the editing as well, but then when it came to work and jobs and Red Dead Redemption, I just didn't have the time. Where Gary did have the time, and so he took up a lot. He's taken up a lot more of the editing now. So you probably noticed it's a lot more crisper, but a lot less funnier. That's a joke as well. See, like I said, I try to be funny. My timing, I can't tell the time. All right. Okay. So we're stealing this wagon. Or retrieve the wagon. I don't know if we have to take them alive. I didn't see that. I could do the stealth kill because I keep just shooting everybody in the face, which is obviously not going to help me with that challenge. I hear gunfire. I think Campbell's already rode up and said hello. There we go. See? Whoa, whoa, this guy's still alive. Whoa, whoa. This guy's still alive. Okay, who's that guy? I can't see his name. Where's he gone? Amanda Cronus. 204. Okay. If she wants to start a fight, she can start a fight. 204. Damn. Saying that, I'm 280. So. How did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? I've watched for years. You guys are so organic together. Well, we met through friends years and years and years and years and years ago. As you do. We were just in our 20s at the time. And, you know, fresh out of school, like, parents told us, you got to get out, get a job, and find your own place. And we're like, oh. And then you meet up with some friends, and we all got together to share a house. I already had a flat, but a friend of mine said, look, 5 of us get together to share a house. Do you want to do it? Yeah, that sounds cool. So we did. We all moved in together. That's where I met Gary. And, you know, when you're all living together in a big house, you just kind of have certain routines. You know, this is not early 2000s. Oh, no, yeah, I think it's early 2000s. About 2002, 2001, 2002, something like that. So the internet was there, but, I mean, I suppose for me, the internet might as well have been running on a hamster wheel. Because I just wasn't getting anything. You didn't have anything. You didn't have all the info you were getting. And so you really just got together on a Friday night in the pub, talking about films, your favourite films, your favourite video games, and you know that's what obviously me and Gary did. Just sat in the pub, talking about video games and shit. Can we get Curson before we head to Lemoyne? Could choose that one. Flashy. Okay, let's do Sherman. And then obviously as you go, and you're watching films and playing video games, and then people are saying, well, you need to get married, and oh, you need to get a job, and you need to have children, and you're like, really? But all I want to do is sit around and play video games and watch films and talk about them. They're like, nope. Nobody's gonna want to watch you do that. You know, nobody's going to have interest in watching you talk to Gary for 2 hours about a certain film. And it's like, yeah, but I like it, and at least I'm doing something. I always came with the concept that if I was sat playing board games or watching films with my friends, I wasn't out murdering, raping, pillaging, and just generally being a nuisance to society. So that was always a bonus. You know, don't kill kids. Sit at home and watch Day of the Dead instead. Like, okay, I'm going to let you into a little behind the scenes, off the shelf thing here now, okay? It's something I don't understand with how the internet works. Like, I've always said I'm not technologically advanced, so if it turns on, I'm okay. If it doesn't, then I'm probably going to ask questions. But Gila Monster? Gila Monster. No, Desert Fire. We recently got flagged by YouTube because somebody had put in a complaint about how gory some of our videos can be. And so you may have noticed the fact that as Campbell, have you been kicked off? You haven't been kicked off, have you? Yep, Campbell's been kicked off. you may have noticed it asks you to like check your age or sign in with an actual profile on YouTube to flag up how gory some of the reviews can be, especially like Dawn of the Dead with Rhodes. Now, what I don't understand is we were checking it yesterday. Oh, pigs! And if you go onto YouTube, you can watch Dawn of the Dead without age restrictions. You don't actually have to put in how old you are or like have an actual account to just watch Dawn of the Dead on YouTube, to watch their legs and arms get ripped off. And yet YouTube are going to come along and say, well, sorry guys, but you're not allowed to show that unless you can obviously prove that it's an adult basis audience that you're aiming at, because this is just far too explicit and controversial. And I'm like, part of me is actually thinking now that maybe we're getting too big and YouTube is starting to notice us. But then again, part of me also thinks that maybe it's just a stupid computer program somewhere that's gone, nope, you can't have that. I don't actually understand how it all works myself. I just work there. I'm like Hudson from Aliens. I'm like, don't look at me, man. I only work here. Hey, man, it's the dry heat. YouTube is Gorman, like in the APC. Like, Gary, we're gonna need you to edit down those videos a little bit more, because yeah, it's just too controversial. It would be awesome to have a 2-hour off-the-shelf reviews or even a commentary. Well, we've been aiming, to want to do commentary as well for the film. It's like we said in the podcast. The problem is getting together and getting all the filming done. We've always said, obviously, if we both had the time, we didn't have to worry about other things. Like I didn't have to worry about work and stuff. I'm always telling Gary to do them, but he doesn't think you guys want to listen to him. I'm like, dude, you're so smart. You could just sit there and just read off a whole list of inspirational quotes from TV shows. He should, you know what he should do? He should sit down. He should do an audio commentary for Babylon 5. Patreon paid for audio commentaries from Gary. See, because I have to work, so like he's the one who has to be obviously financially secure first before I can obviously give up my jobs to obviously just put more time into the show. Because like I love you guys, but I love my wife more, and I love my nuts even more than that, and I like them where they are. So obviously, if life is gonna just collapse in on itself, I'd like to be in control of it. But Gary, no, Gary can. He's a free spirit, I think it's awesome that you guys never bring up politics. We come to watch channels like yours to get away from crap like politics. Man, don't get me started on politics. Like, right, get this little scenario last night. I was sat upstairs watching TV, quietly on my own, just watching TV. Come home from work, doing my thing. Gila Monster? No, Stripes. And the wife comes up the stairs, and she's getting into bed, and she says, like, honey, do you mind if you give me a back rub? And I'm like, no, okay, because, love my wife and all that kind of stuff. And I went to bring her up the story, which I'm going to tell you in a minute about what happened to me yesterday on this. And it was the fact that I'd rode into Valentine on my wagon, and somebody had attacked me. And as I mentioned about my hunting wagon and being attacked in Red Dead Redemption, she went, first world problems, huh, honey? Real world problems. And I said to her, do you want to talk about real world problems? Because we can talk real world problems if you want. We can talk politics and Brexit. And she went, no, it's okay. what happened in Valentine. I told her what happened. Right, stealth kills. No, let's go over here. It's a robbery. Oh, it's a guy on a turret. Look at that, it's Rambo style. Ah, okay. He's going for it. Guy's making a run for it. Is he making a run for it? Oh, what? Okay, just kill everybody. Just kill everybody. Like, I was aiming, but I didn't realise he was at the front of the wagon. Oh, man. Clean my gun? My gun's fine. Okay, pow. Oh, what the? Too many bullets. Do this the old-fashioned way. Right, come here. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit of frustration out. That feels better now. Yeah, so yesterday I was riding my hunting wagon back through Valentine, and I had some skinned pigs on the back that I was going to sell at the butcher. And obviously, I'm an experienced gamer. I know what goes on. Like, I know there's jerks out there. I can hear something nearby. Okay. Yeah. And I rode into Valentine, and this level 38 just ran up behind me. Whoa. Look at that. He just ran up behind me, this guy, and shot me in the back of the head. For no reason. So, once I'd respawned, I shot this guy like 5 times. Just because, you know... What the... Okay. Just because, like, we talk about griefing in video games, and this guy picked the wrong time to mess with me. Shot him 5 times. And then finally, once I'd respawned, I got my wagon back out and sold off the pigs. So this guy had shot me thinking that he was going to destroy my wagon and get rid of all the stuff. And actually all he brought was a disgusting amount of explosive dynamite arrows to the face. Oh yeah. Andrew, AGT, favorite review I did. I've always said I always love them all the reviews, even the newest ones. I'll break it down. Sorry, my favorites are always the newest ones that we do, because I love just watching a new film, especially something I've never seen. You know, every time somebody says, "Can you review this, review that?" I love it. Well, I say love it. Yeah, well, no, I do love it. Even if it's a really horrible movie that I know I'm going to hate, I'm going to love sitting in front of the camera and being completely honest about this film, because obviously that's what you're asking for. I've loved all the ones that we've done in the past because for those reasons alone. But then the one absolute favourite review I think I'll always love has to be, it was the Lego movie that we did with Dylan, me, Gary and Dylan. But we lost that review. So my next one is the regular show, the movie review, which I did with Dylan when he was 7, I think he was. You know, just the fact that I wanted to do regular show. It's a movie, it's a film review, and you know, Gary was like, "No, nobody's gonna want to watch it. You know, it's what's the point?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm doing it. I'm doing it with or without you. You know, let's not argue this point." And I even thought up the skit as well. Are the zombie bodies gone? The zombie bodies are gone. suspicious. I even thought up the skit myself where obviously I do the Klaatu Verata Nick 2 words and he turns into Dylan. And then I even edited, obviously I did the editing too, so that when I flick him back, drop it? Should just drop him, shouldn't I? Yeah, when I flick Gary back, he speaks with Dylan's
Well,
voice.
you
So,
ain't left much for the law to
so
do
I'll
now,
go with
have
that
you?
one.
Got your reward here.
Other favorite ones, you know, absolutely loved the Halloween one that I did. It was Halloween 2, I think it was. Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which I edited together the whole music sequence at the end for Love Hurts. Ooh, love hurts. And I had all the different clips from all the Halloween movies. And I was editing it together because I'd done the whole series of movies for the show. I need more stealth kills. And I I'd edited all I had edited them all together and had sat through all the films and had reviewed all of them and just it ticked something off my bucket list. I've been able to say I've watched all of the Halloween movies. Did I bring in? Oh, I need to bring in 2 more, but we'll do those in the morning. Free roam mission. Oh, Campbell's just joined again. Cool. I'm heading over here for the free roam mission. Yeah, ticking. You're able to tick something off your bucket list to be able to say, yep, I've done all of the Halloween movies. I've watched them all the way through. I've analysed every single one, and I can happily say that John Carpenter's are the only good fucking Halloween movies out there by a long shot. Halloween 1 and 2. Hello, Trailer Park Bubbles. Morning. Regular show. Whoa. Yeah. Do you know who else likes regular show? My mom. Love it. Do you like reviewing games over movies or vice versa? I love reviewing movies. I like reviewing games, but I'd prefer to play video games all the way through. If we could, like Gaming Fridays would be all the way through until we've completed the game to obviously get it out. But some games can, like realistically, you have to properly put the time in. Like a standalone game, if you try to complete it in 30 minutes, good luck. Because, well, you ain't doing anything else. But at the same time, I like doing obviously the Gaming Fridays with Gary. Because he loves talking about video games. He just can't play at the same time. And I can multitask. You know. When you're trying to play GTA 5 while holding a baby on your lap as well, and you need to get that car to the chop shop, you better learn to multitask, or you better choose to sacrifice one of them. And there is no way you should sacrifice the baby. Even if the demons do promise you all power and infinite life, it's not worth losing your nuts over it. Sorry, I just had flashbacks then to some of the Facebook stories that you see pop up from the news. Like, no, I don't really want to go too dark, but there are some sick ass people out there, and I'm just thankful I am so incredibly lazy that I'm so happy that there's a part of me that must be part sloth, because I really just cannot be bothered. It's like, nah, I'm good. Okay, right, what's that? I saw that thing over there by the box. It was... Where is it? It's there. There it is. Dick, 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 dick. Oh, this looks... Sorry, I've just had a really, really evil plan. Oh. Oh, even better. Is he gonna? Oh, he's fine. He's fine. There we go. See, I knew you'd be fine, Campbell. The great Campbell, everybody. He can escape from a rope with under 30 seconds. Oh, I don't know about your horse. Oh, your horse is fine. I best get the cut sequence on the go. Yeah. Yes, please. I did. My plan then was to bowler you off the horse there, Campbell, and then hog tie you and then throw you off. But the bowler just took you right off the side. I thought, well,
I ain't vindictive.
can't get any better than that.
But when retribution is necessary, I shall not shy away from it. Recompense.
Cheers, and Ken. We loved all of our recent videos as well. I hope you enjoy the next few that are coming. Obviously, I'm assuming that you guys know that the series is obviously based on George A. Romero. He's got a hell of a lot more movies than the Dead movies out there, once you realise it.
Now go.
Some of them not worth mentioning. I mean, I've seen Martin, and it's good and unique, I suppose. As a vampire story, I suppose actually, to tell you the truth, Martin, I suppose, is up there with like The Hunger, and maybe Near Dark. Instead, if not looked at as as your standard modern day vampire movie, it's no Lost Boys. It's definitely no Lost Boys. But now thinking about it, The Hunger with Susan Sarandon and David Bowie, it could be along those lines. I've always been a fan of the Crazies. First, I'd seen Night and Dawn and Day, I believe, before I saw the original Crazies, and then it was on Channel 4, and I watched it. It was late at night, so I fell asleep, and then but I recorded it because I knew I was going to fall asleep. And then I purposely went back and watched the ending, and it was just the bleak ending. Morning, Adam FN. It was the bleak ending, and the fact that obviously the government had been in on it the whole time. It made the monsters more crazy, and I suppose that's why I had to go and watch the Timothy Olyphant one, the remake, Crazies. Big fan of Timothy Olyphant. Absolutely love him as an actor. I think he's just incredible. So charismatic. He'd play a good vampire, actually. Really liked him in Go with Sarah Polley, if you've ever seen that, and Katie Holmes. That's a really good film. Why are we going the wrong way from the chapter? We could have rode right across the desert there. Jesus. And cut this way, Campbell. I mean, we're riding around on the road for no reason. But yeah, I love the Crazies. Thought that was great movie. Yeah, I have never seen Night Riders. A Wiki did. Didn't seem really worth the time of day. But at the same time, it's up there to watch. Morning, Matt Midgley. Yeah, it's a shame that obviously he made all these films, but he never got the recognition for them like he did the zombie movies. And then every time he tried to make the zombie movies, it was just either the wrong time or I don't know. People were just not interested at that time. I always was. I was always interested in zombie movies, but who am I? Who listens to me anymore? Fence. I got it. Oh, badass. Didn't even dead-eye that. Stealth mode active. Okay, I think I've brought their attention now anyway, but if I can nail this guy before he... Got him! Got the challenge. Nice. Okay, gentlemen, you all die. Yeah, he's got the last one. We're fine. We're fine. Got that challenge as well. Happy about that. Oh, got all the alcoholic bottles too. I need to drop them off to Madame Nazar. Where is Madame Nazar today, ladies and gentlemen? Can you can somebody check for me on the old internet tube? Obviously, I would do it while here, but you know. Campbell, do I even need to ask how that even like? Oh no! Oh, you're gonna set on fire as well, aren't you? Yeah, burn all the evidence. You had one job, Campbell. One job. Unless you actually stood by it and blew yourself up. Where are they? In the church? Oh, that's it. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Oh. They walk away slowly. Yeah. You got those supplies? Oh, he's looking for someone. Found someone, did he? Metal detector? Look at that. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for showing me where that was. Like the ghost. He was a ghost, wasn't he? Can I pick this? Nice. I am loving today's gaming. I mean, everything has just been flowing, I suppose. What have we got? Okay. Item sold to fence. We should go do that. Bandit. Still haven't seen a bandit Gila monster as I've been running around. Need to customize the weapon as well. So, where's the nearest gun store? Nearest one would be in Tumbleweed, but we are heading to Lemoyne, so let's do that. Where are we? We're 20 past 10 at the moment. It's not too bad, too bad. Sorry, I will turn back and look at the chat in a minute, just in case I'm missing anything. But obviously, it was just all crazy there. Are you already thinking about top 10 worst movies of the year? You know, I've got to admit, I never really organise a top 10 best or worst because most of my film watching is obviously through the show. You know, I'd love to, if I could finance it, I'd love to be at the cinema every week watching every new film coming out. But obviously I just can't. But then again, you know, I'll watch everything, and there are some horrible movies out there, but I think it's more the horrible movies that I'm actually watching on TV. You know, like I was thinking about watching Doom Annihilation tonight, actually, as it's Friday. It's Friday, whoop whoop, put your hands in the air, like it run around like you just don't care. We're heading to Saint Denis, Campbell. So pack your travel light. Hope he hasn't been kicked again. So I think Doom Annihilation is probably on the top 10 for hated movies at the moment. I'm gonna laugh my ass off all the way through. But yeah, I mean, like I suppose for me, anything that hasn't been a western this year is gonna suck. I need to watch The Sister Brothers with Joaquin Phoenix and John C. McGinley. As soon as I saw the trailer for that, and I was playing Red Dead at the time, obviously. Have I played anything else this year? Saying that, I don't think I have actually. I just had to obviously watch another western. I saw a comment earlier actually. I'm just gonna roll back up. I saw something about Trailer Park Bubbles. By the way, I saw Deathwing on your shelf. So when's the review for Space Hulk board game coming? We have always said we would love to do a board gaming review I suppose we could do it in our podcast. Actually, we could just spend an hour talking about new board games that we've been playing. Um, but then again, that would probably be down to Gary and the other guys because they mainly board game during the day, during the week. Sorry, while I'm at home with the family dealing with that. Um, well, we did do a gaming review for the Space Hulk computer game that came out on the PlayStation. If you ever played that, not on PlayStation, Xbox, sorry, because I bought those, and those were amazing games. Those amazing games to play through. I'm going to sell that, sell those. No, sell that. Sorry, sell that, that. That one there, that one there. Okay. Bounties. Oh, Campbell, have you been booted again? Man, the rain is really hitting your internet today, isn't it? Like, it's not me.
How do you do?
Off Ian, happening again, going to watch a film. Yeah, no, yeah, catch you later, Campbell. Take it easy. Sorry, can't have to stay on. It's that goddamn New Zealand internet, isn't it? Do you think Night of the Living Dead being public domain hurt their careers? Oh, definitely. I think that happening to George A. Romero at such a time in cinema, you know, with the change in the system, like Ben, the guy who's playing Ben, his career would have probably have completely been changed as well. You know, he is a good face for black African American actors to look at to say, yeah, you know, here's a guy who, you know, was just picked to play a character. You know, at the time, people would have probably frowned because of the color of the skin. But then again, putting the film in black and white, we all look the same to everybody when we're all being eaten by the dead. Also, yeah, like I said, with George not making the money back, you know, he didn't have that film to fall back on to say, that's mine, that's what I did. I need that. You know, it's a real shame because you can tell after Day of the Dead that he really needed the support of people who didn't actually have faith in him to make more movies. And I mean that from the fans and the film companies as well. You know, I at first questioned Day of the Dead, but at the same time I was such a fan of zombies that I was like, I want more of this. But other people came along and they said it was bleak, it was depressing, it was horrible, it was gory. And yet those same people are now screaming for more seasons of The Walking Dead, or helped create the Walking Dead. You know, it's what we actually believe in. Where are you going? You know, we know the world is bleak and depressing, and yeah, you know, we don't want to admit it, but hey, tough cookies, bozo. You know, George was right the whole time. Track. There we go. But at the same time, maybe his message got lost away along the way. Maybe it became diluted with all of his personal hatred. You know, we were talking about the same thing with Bruce Campbell a couple of days ago. You know, how you can be kind of just perceived and viewed as just one thing all the time, and just you become bitter, don't you? You know. Oh man, backtrack. Okay, actually, go back up. Here's the question mark. By the way, Ian, yesterday after executive decision, they showed The Rock, and today it's Demolition Man Speed double bill. Oh, what channel was that? What channel is that, boss? Oh, is that just... That's probably your channel, isn't it? Because you're in Hungary, aren't you? Hungary? The Rock and Speed. Wow. Dennis Hopper. I just realised that, actually. Mr. Land of the Dead is the bad guy in Speed, isn't he? Zombies. They creep me out. Can I go in here? Oh, this was her little hiding spot, was it? Okay. I'll go back. Where we go? This way. This way. Around here. Okay. No, I had to... Where? Oh. No, there's something around here. There she... There? Focus on the clear. Which way? Back into the graves. You moved the headstones, but you left the bodies, didn't you? You moved the headstones and left the bodies. Oh man. Backtrack. I've used up all the ones over here, haven't I? There. She left a lot of crap just lying around.
Don't be working too hard now.
Working hard or hardly working, hey bub?
What are you doing
Alright,
here?
we got 2 targets. Okay, let's try this way. Sorry, gentlemen. What the hell are you guys talking about?
Sorry about that. Don't be so rough.
Ah, what the? Don't be so rough, man.
Damn dirty idiot.
Man, you gonna make me beat the shit out of you, aren't you?
That's it.
Come here. Tie your ass up, fool. So,
You're a dead man.
missed Sean's voice yesterday, gonna miss Keanu today. Oh, Sean Connery, yeah. How did you decide on the long form format for reviews?
Goddamn fool.
You know, it's funny you say that, actually. Gary always said at the start that we should keep the reviews as short as we can. Because obviously people who watch or listen to stuff on the internet at the time that we started were only interested in short videos.
I'll just leave
You know,
to-
they just wanted to
You're a prize
jump from the next
bastard.
video to the next video, you know, top 10s, top 5s and all that kind of stuff. And I always argued that that did not feel natural to me. I didn't want to do that. You know, I can't articulate as quickly as I want to. You know, I take time and think about what I want to say because people think, what the hell are you talking about half the time, Ian? And it's like people say, it makes more of a natural conversation when you're just freely talking. So I said, look, if you're going to talk an hour about a movie, you're going to talk an hour because when you're sat in the pub with your friends or you're sat around a dinner table with your family and you're talking about the most recent film you've watched, that conversation can go from 10 minutes to 10 hours depending on how you feel about it. And so after a while, the videos started to become just a little bit longer. You know, we started to leave in just little bits more,
We pay on receipt goods, so
little bits
There you
of
go.
us, I suppose, because it was more natural, it was more honest. We still obviously edit it down as much as we can, like the ums, the r's, the coughs, the you know, the fluffs. You know, the fact that we just said one date, but we actually meant this other date, because we're obviously reading off our notes, and you gotta not look down, and you gotta be professional, and all that kind of stuff. And I just try to make sure my beard is brushed, my hair is done, just because, you know. Fun news story today. A lady calls the police on her friends that fed her chicken nuggets, claiming they were vegan safe, but after eating them found out it was real meat. I read that one as well. I thought, oh my god, you crazy imbecile. Like, you're not going to die from eating the chicken nugget. You're actually going to die from not eating the chicken nugget, actually, if you carry on that whole vegan thing. But each to their own. I'm not going to force you to eat a chicken nugget. Maybe your friends didn't realise. Maybe your friends didn't care. Maybe they're not really your friends. You didn't really need to call the police. That's a waste of police time. Her friends are charged with tampering with her food. Oh my god, really? Jesus. Well, I mean, they could have poisoned her. I mean, it might also come down to the fact of, like, there's a lot of that going around at the moment, isn't there? Where people have accidentally died because they're afraid of nuts or dairy. And people have either not paid attention or purposely, messed with their food to kill them off. I read there was a couple. Oh man, that reminds me. I had to get the Gila monster, didn't I? Ooh. Sorry. How much planning goes into a review? I'd say medium to high planning. We do give it a couple of weeks of um, when a patron request comes through, because obviously we solely rely on our patron reviews that come in. So thank you to everybody who donates to the show and keeps the show going. We couldn't do it as much without you guys, because obviously then we would have to work more, which would mean we wouldn't have time to edit and all that kind of stuff. God damn it, why is my gun dirty? Because I just shot this pig like 15 times. No? This is one tough pig. But when a film request comes through, we look at it and we discuss of how we want to do it. So obviously Gary's the one who gets all the info in first, and so he starts like an initial planning basis of like, is it going to be a series? Does he want to keep that film to the side for the moment until we have a bunch of them that can go up to obviously make a bigger reception, or do we just want to hit that one out the way now because maybe the person has just put that one donation in and just wants that one film review. He's the one who obviously gets the film in first and then thinks about it first. Then I'll come along and be like, what's next on the film review after a previous recording? And it's like, this is what we got next. And I'll look at it and go, okay, we can do maybe this. And, we keep it to the bare minimum. It's just the two of us just chatting about it. But I'm always thinking about how to make it entertaining. I suppose Gary's trying to make it more informative. A lot more planning goes into it if it's a foreign movie, because we know that the general consensus is to have subtitles instead of dubbed versions. So we always try to get as many subtitles for the movie as we can, which can be a real hard piece of work. Oh Christ, because it's getting it all to sync up together. Once we've seen the film, once we've researched it for ourselves, watched it, made our notes, came together, recorded it. The recording can happen from, I suppose the minimum would be about 40-minute conversation. Like, I suppose that's our average, because we've been doing it for so long, we could knock it out in 40 minutes. But as I said, Gary loves to bring in all the extra information and all the trivia about all the different actors and the stars and the special effects and the lighting and the area and all that kind of stuff, which can literally be as long as the film itself. And then obviously I like to make jokes and have a laugh or be aggressive, I suppose, angry about who the hell thought this was such a good idea and what the hell were they thinking, and just be passionate about it, because I'm talking to you as well as I'm talking to Gary. We're all talking together. We're all having this discussion about why we're watching this film. Should I take him alive? I could take him alive, couldn't I? Yeah, I am going to get shot a lot, I suppose. Okay. Let's do it. Should wait until daybreak, but I ain't got time. Once, obviously, we've recorded. Click, click, click. Once we've recorded, it's simply then a case of editing it together, which, you know, can be time consuming, shall we say, because obviously you've got to get all the audio lined up together, the aspect ratio of the film together, because nobody likes those black borders. Pow, 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 like that. Man, you just cost the lives of all those men, didn't you? Those poor, poor men just got blown away because you were a bad, bad man. Come here. And then it's just the final post-production. You know,
Come on, let me
your
go.
editing finishes, YouTube then has to have a look at it, has to go through a couple of renders, which can take up to 3 to 4 hours themselves. It's yeah, I think that's the basics of it. Like, I just gave you a whole massive behind the scenes of what we do here. Obviously, I could lie and say, no, it takes no time at all. We literally just sit down in front of a camera and we outsource it to some guy in New Jersey somewhere who throws it all together. We don't even know his name. You know, we don't even pay him. We keep him in a cage somewhere, stick him with a stick every now and again and make him work for us like dance monkey dance. Sorry, went a bit crazy there. Sorry. Do you have to deal with demonetization? Well, I was obviously talking about that earlier, where somebody has obviously complained about the gore in some of the George A. Romero movies, and YouTube have said no, you can't put any adverts on there because it's too bloody. And yet, if you go to YouTube search engine and type in Day of the Dead, you can watch Day of the Dead for free with no age restrictions, as if you own it at home and put it on DVD, because that's how the world works. You've got people like PewDiePie who can obviously go out there and just advertise and do what the hell they want, and nobody bats an eyelid, and we talk about one of the greatest horror movies ever made, and somebody goes, oh my god, it's too emotional, I don't like it.
God damn it.
But hey, haters gonna hate. Yeah, my friends call me Murphy. I was a big Robocop though, wasn't I? Clarence Boddicker, you're under arrest. Fuck you. You have the right to remain silent. I work for Dick Jones. Dick Jones. He's OCP, runs the cops. You're a cop. Would I be a bad parent if I sat down with my 10-year-old tonight and watched Robocop 1 with him? I mean, serious question. Like I know I would get in trouble for it, and I have to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how my son would react. He might actually just not even be fazed by it, but be like, "Oh my god, this is like the most ultra realistic movie ever." But somebody somewhere would hear about it, and I would. Let's not deny this. I would get in so much trouble.
Hey, watch
You know? Weirdly enough, though, I bet I could sit him down and get him to watch the RoboCop remake, and nobody would bat an eyelid. Except all the fans of the original RoboCop movie. All their eyes would be twitching like, what? Why did you do that for? He's at the steel mill. Sorry, I just got that line. I just saw that scene where they're blowing up all the shops in RoboCop.
Watch out. Untie me.
State of the art, bang bang. Love that movie. I think it would be cool to hear your fans' opinions of a movie in your movie reviews. I said that. I said that a while ago. Well, a few years ago actually. I was saying about how it would be cool. I always like the idea of having
Son of a
guests.
bitch.
Me and Gary as the hosts, and
Rehabilitation
getting
might be
guests in
beyond them,
every
but we
week
may
to talk about different movies, and then maybe to get guests in to talk about their favorite movies that we watched as well. And I always wanted to obviously try to get other people in, you know. Um, rank 18. Oh, I'm 2 ranks away from that eye patch, ladies and gentlemen. But it was always trying to organise with people, because obviously when we first started, it was just us. We were trying to get our friends to help us get together, you know, to get our friends involved. Oh, whoa! Did I just level up to level 20? Because that's what it says there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Can I get my eye patch? Where's Madame Nazar today? I don't know where she is. But trying to organise with people, because people are non-believers at first. When you're telling them that you're doing something, people are like, "Well, I'll see if you are doing it," and so you actually have to start off doing it first before you can get people involved to help you do it. If you're gonna do something, you might as well do it yourself first, and then wait for somebody to say, "Hey, can I help?" And don't even actually count on somebody asking you to actually help, because people have got their own crap to do half the time. But luckily, we've had some really good people come in to help us with guests. Love getting my wife in, love getting David, love getting Justine in, love getting Hannah in, love getting Andy in if whenever we can. I love getting Dylan in. It's just having that extra perspective, you know, a different view on the film other than mine and Gary's, because you know Gary's can be very black and white, mine can be very black and white. We can be very biased. Um, you know, we've been friends for so long, we practically know what each other likes and dislikes. You know, like you would do with any close friend. Um, but that's why I'm sorry, Tumble. I'm a bit of an agent of chaos, and so I love throwing that third person in the mix and going, "What do you like about Sucker Punch?" And watching Gary just recoil in horror. You know, sometimes I get ganged up on. You know, I don't know if you guys saw in the Vamp review, you know, Hannah and Gary were like so against the movie. And I'm like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Um, Sometimes I have to stand up for myself.
Fine, sure.
One,
Allow me.
two, three, sell that. Sell that.
Whoever gave this to you was.
Oh, yeah, it was handed down from a family member. You know, they couldn't part with it. Had to pull it from their cold dead hand, shall we say. Got that challenge done too. Buy some bowlers. Yeah, screw it. That's $60 just gone down the drain. Hunter hatchet. I didn't buy it. I think I got rid of it and then. Yeah. Ooh, actually, no, that's a different one. Mm. Have we got everything else? Everything else here? Yes, 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 yes. Bait, bait, bait. Lock break, lock break. Tools. No, nothing else here that we really need. The fence is all sold too, so. The best reviews are when you disagree. Do you think? You say that you're not the one who has to sit next to Gary and listen to him get so frustrated, so frustrated. I'm like, it's fact, Gary. It's not fact. It's like, should see his face whenever I mention Blade Runner 2. Oh, oh. He's probably listening now, ready to punch his TV. Chris Sanders, if you donate $50, you could get your opinion heard in a review. If it's respectful, just an idea. That is a good idea, Chris Sanders. Yeah. You know, maybe that's the thing, shelfers. Like you're all shelfers. Everybody who's a fan of the show and comes in and obviously joins in and takes part, you're all shelfers. And if you guys have got any ideas, obviously, how to of how we can all really fund the show, I'd love to hear them, because you know, not. I don't really want to say it for myself, really, because obviously, like I said, I work, I have a family to support, so like my priorities are very different. But for Gary, you know, Gary is obviously always working on the show and really wants the show to be up there. You know, he'd love to be up there with the guys from Red Letter Media and some of his other favorites. You know, and he does put a hell of a lot of work in the show. But it's the work aspect. Like we were discussing it, that obviously if obviously I continued working and Gary continued working, um, the reviews would possibly go down to one a month. Um, I'm I don't want it to. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything is anything at the moment. Nothing is set in stone. Never say never, that kind of thing. Oh, train, get on the train back. But with the time it takes to edit and put together episodes for the show, we can balance it, work on it. But life finds a way, doesn't it? You know, life always comes along and goes, hey, that thing you really, really were looking forward to doing? How about you don't do it because this is more important? Or this is happening right now and you have no choice in the matter and you just have to go with it. So it's always something. That's always something that we're obviously always keeping in mind. We want to deliver a top-notch, 100% camaraderie, baffling show about two guys talking about movies, but we've also got to keep the roof over our head, shall we say. Seed Hill. I love Gary's baffled expressions when Iain says something he doesn't agree with. And yeah, I get baffled by that as well. Like, like sometimes, like sometimes I sit there thinking, did you really think I wasn't going to say that? And he's like, no, I knew you were going to say that. I'm like, well, why did you have that look on your face? Well, because you know, like I don't know, he doesn't like Princess Bride. How can you not like Princess Bride? Everybody likes Princess Bride. Carrie Yules is friggin' awesome. It's just fact. Like I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. He doesn't like cabin fever either. It's like, how can you not like cabin fever? Cabin fever is amazing. And yet he will eat up everything of Melissa McCarthy. I'd love to get Melissa McCarthy in to do a review of him.
Welcome back. You must have been
I
traveling
love
for a
it,
while.
yes.
Let me know if I can help you choosing something.
I need to customize a gun, don't I? Which gun? Most of them being customized. Actually, I don't think the Carcano has. Oh yeah, it has. It's got a stock.
I can see you look after your firearm.
Oh, let's just do the Lamar actually. I did actually want to put on the Lamat. Oh,
Looks like you've been
snake.
taking
It's got the
good
snake
care
on
of
it.
that
I think
gun.
I'm going to keep the snake on there actually. What's on the semi-automatic? I'm going to put a Scorpion on it. I might put a Scorpion on it. It's got a Cougar.
Glad to see you're taking care of it. So many
Everything
people
upgraded.
don't. Would you be interested in me changing some of the parts at all?
No, everything's upgraded to max. Love the look of that pistol. Kind of looks very German-esque, which I'm not too fond of, but what can you say? You can't change the way things look. Carvings on the wood. Can we get a Scorpion? Yeah, Scorpion. I got a snake on one gun and a Scorpion on the other. Puma to Scorpion. Yeah. Right, okay, what are we on? We're on 10 to 11. Okay, so what I might do for the moment is I might just leave myself in this store for a second while I pop off to the little
Very
boys'
good
room
chop suey on
and
the
get another
street.
cup of tea.
Say I sent you.
Come back. Need to make some money. I mean, $23 and $63, 23 gold. Need to find out where Madame Nazar is, because I need to get my eye patch if that is right. Have I got all my weapons? There we go. Got that challenge as well. That's nice. Okay. So, I'm going to browse the catalogue. Stick it on. Yeah, let's stick it on unique weapons. The only two unique weapons that they've got in the game at the moment. And I will be back in 2 seconds. And I'm back. Alright, let's start and catch up with some of the chat. I've just been running around like a madman, haven't I? These guys are great. Chat poll, well, he's gone. Who do you agree with more often, Ian or Gary? Hard to say. I lean towards Gary just a hair. There's no wrong answer. Depends on the review, really. Yeah, well, as always, the core, I think, is the main thing for off-the-shelf reviews, is that everybody's got different opinions. I, you know, I've always been a stickler for arguments. I will admit it. I will happily argue with somebody the point of something if I don't believe in it. It's just fact, okay? I think we all will agree that that's part and parcel of being, you know, a human being, of having the right to be able to say, actually, no. You know, Brandon Roth wasn't a very good Superman compared to Christopher Reeve. But Superman Returns is a little bit better than Superman Forward and, you know, Christopher Peace. Okay, George Clooney wasn't a good Batman. But can we say happily that Robert Pattinson will actually be any better? Who's to know? I will say though, Gary and I both have the stubborn gene. You know, where if we believe one of us is right. Like I noticed that in Dawn of the Dead, and where obviously Gary was suggesting obviously the comedy aspect for Dawn of the Dead. Now I never thought of that. You know, the fact that it was. I'm looking for vanilla flowers. Yeah, I'd never really pictured the fact that the original Dawn of the Dead could be a comedy or could be pictured as a comedy. And it wasn't until obviously we sat down for the review that obviously he'd seen it one way as a kid and I'd seen it another way as a kid. We'd both seen the film, but we'd both seen it from two different views. That growing up meant that we saw the movie, Jesus Christ, alligators everywhere. You know, we both saw the movie from completely different perspectives. Like for me, Dawn of the Dead always was a depressing horror, not as depressing as Day, but almost as close because it was showing this, you know, bleak, destructive force taking over and destroying the world that we knew about. Oh. Where Gary was obviously watching Dawn of the Dead as just a simple light-hearted horror comedy. Well, maybe not that to that extreme, but you know, between the color of the blood, and just the way that certain characters acted. 208. They just obviously it just took on a whole different tone for his movie, I suppose. But that's what I always loved because you know, if you're gonna argue with somebody, you've got to believe in what you say. If somebody's gonna say something to you that is different to your opinion, and you're gonna alligator, you're gonna argue about it, best be able to stick your guns. Because if you back down from what you say, then you'll be careful with the next argument because you might back down again and again and again until you're just agreeing with everything everybody's saying because it's easier than getting into an argument. I'm not saying obviously you need to argue every time. Just saying that every now and again you have to tell somebody that they're wrong, and that might lead to an argument. Speaking of Superman, Henry Cavill really needed better movies to shine as Supes. No, I think Henry Cavill did as well as he could, and it's the same as well, it's the same as like I said with Christopher Reeve and his Superman movies. You know, for me it doesn't matter what the story is, because like I'm already sold by the imaginative story of this story because we're talking about an alien that flies around the planet and saves everybody. Like Superman's a god and could instantly save everybody instantly, but he can't and chooses not to. So everything becomes a bit, I don't know, a bit foggy. But when you're watching it on the big screen and just watching him fly around and smack the crap out of stuff, it works. I like Batman vs Superman. I love that fight sequence. Why did you say that name? I forget why I came out here. Vanilla flowers, that's why. Swamps. Turkeys. I had to knock over all those turkeys yesterday. I should have remembered to come up here. Was it Henry Cavill who was in Hellraiser Judgment? It was, wasn't it? You know, he was the guy in Hellraiser. Vanilla flower. That's what I'm looking for. So hard to find sometimes. Oh, come on. Pick it up. It's like right there. You have to be at like such a there we go. At a certain angle just for it to pick up. It's like it's right there. Just pick it up. 5? Jesus wept. I thought it was only 3.
Come on.
What? Ah. Could rescue her, I suppose.
You got some kind of issue
Yeah.
with this?
That's it.
You know what? I've rescued you like 3 times, girl. You know, like today, I'm just gonna let you. I think it's time for the guy to have a little bit of fun. Maybe she is really, really evil. 5 flowers on the side of all these trees. Should have checked for Madame Nazar while I was making my tea, and I did not. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Like the house, Batman always wins. Do you bleed? You will bleed. Alright, Bruce, alright. Ooh, there's like double the amount here. There's an American flower there. Steal that. I can shoot those egrets as well. And there's something over there. What's that? Is that digging? There it is. Loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. The Hulk bullshit OP. What? Who said that? Oh, at Boss. The Hulk. I could never buy that for something. He was awesome, but the scripts didn't give him enough to do. Man, the Hulk and Superman would be a great fight. Obviously, this Superman is powered by the sun. You know, if you can, and he's powered by the sun, and he's got kryptonite as a weakness. If you can use either of those two to help you, do you think that's why also Batman might have had the advantage in the movie because it was raining? I mean, obviously, I know the sun's rays obviously don't matter if it's raining or not, but you know, he might not have been rejuvenating as fast because the sun wasn't out. Discussion point. That's something probably Gary's sat there just shaking his head like, no, it's too far, Ian. It's just too far. I'm like, what? It's a perfectly good valid reason. You know, going back to Superman 4, Quest for Peace, he locks him up in an elevator, doesn't he? Or no, he locks Nuclear Man up in an elevator. Another thing? Something else. I can hear something else. Yeah, more rhubarb. Ooh. I got that challenge too as well, did I? Nice. Skills. Do you guys watch a new movie for the first time and find yourself analysing it instead of just enjoying it? I've always overanalyzed films. That's always been my problem. Like, um, ever since I was a kid, TV was like a big thing. Like, I grew up in the age where, having a color TV was amazing, you know. And like I've said this before, being a ginger growing up was never a good friendship starting point for me. So I was always getting into fights or being bullied, and so I'd rather just stay indoors and just watch films. So when you've got like the same 5 videotapes, we all know what it's like when we were growing up in the 80s. You ran those videotapes until they died on you, and you watched everything. So I'd watch a film for the first time and see everything on the top layer, shall we say. Then I would say watch it again and watch everything in the background. Then I'd watch it again and watch everything in the background past that. Before I knew it, I wasn't looking at actors anymore. I was looking at set pieces. I was looking at the period dress. I was looking at the makeup. There's take for example Mad Max 2. Mad Max 2, that chase sequence right at the end of the movie. I've watched that sequence so many times in my head, or so many times it's ingrained in my head. Just the amount of level of detail, just in those, on the trucks and the cars and the actors and actresses. It's frightening. So people do moan at me when I do look at stuff now when I'm watching a film, and they know I'm overanalyzing it, and I'm like, I don't care. If you're going to ask me my opinion about it, I'm going to give you the honest opinion. If you don't want me to tell you what I think about that certain sequence, then don't obviously ask me. So, I'm seeing the Batman questions as well. Would you consider Freddy Got Fingered a masterpiece? A man. I'd say masterpiece is a very, very strong word not to be used with Freddy Got Fingered. Um, it was a time, wasn't it? Jackass, Tom Green, the whole MTV revolution, throwing each other into bushes and smashing each other in the faces with sticks, climbing inside dead bodies, being gross for reaction. I mean, how is it any different to what YouTube has become nowadays? Or just like things like Instagram and Snapchat. Tom Green and Jackass basically all did it first, didn't they? But obviously, comedians were doing it long before them with people like Andy Kaufman, great comedian, doing things live action in front of people, so that you get that biggest shock reaction when people were talking about it. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage? Tom Green always surprised me though, because he was screwing Drew Barrymore at one point, wasn't he? Like she woke up one day and went, "Hey, you know what? I want to really have sex with Tom Green," and he got a phone call from Drew Barrymore. Like he was screwing one of the Charlie's Angels people. I mean, we can't deny that. Question: would you watch E.T. with Drew Barrymore? And as a separate side note, would it be weird if you and Drew Barrymore started to get it on while E.T. was playing on in the background? Kind of goes up there. That question kind of goes up there with is it not Kristen Stewart? It's what's her face from Interview with a Vampire? God, her name's gone completely out. Kristen Stewart's the one from Twilight, isn't it? Nope, it's gone for me. Claudia. She's Claudia in Interview with a Vampire. But I cannot for the life of me think of what the actress's name is. Stick it in the comment section, so I can remember. Superman just eats tons of food and sleeps for a long time after a hard fight. Kirsten Dunst. That's right. Yes, Kirsten Dunst. Getting off with Drew Barrymore would be really weird, mate. I'm gay. So you would be more happy with the other Barrymore than Seed Hill, wouldn't you? Michael Barrymore. That's right. Sorry. That joke was probably bad taste, but it's. I don't know where it came from. It just my brain works in mysterious ways. Vanilla flower this way. Hey, he gets it. I'm just taking it really easy at the moment, just trying to find this one vanilla flower. I know there's more pressing challenges to do, but like, it's Friday. I'm chilling with my bros and girls and whatnots in the chat, you know, playing Red Dead. It's a shame I'm not playing with Campbell, but the gosh darn internet some days. He's off watching films anyway. He loves it. From eating healthy and exercising. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Superman. Oh, yeah, Superman's power initially comes from the sun. Obviously, it's genetic. He gets all of his super strength because his Kryptonian biology is affected by our yellow sun. Different suns have different effects on him. Like, the red sun of Krypton obviously depowers him and makes him mortal. Obviously, like, all the different types of kryptonite affect him in all different types of ways. Like, you got all the rings. You had all the rings, didn't you, in the Superman TV series? Bandit Gila Monster. I'm going back for that goddamn Gila Monster. If I can do anything today, I'm going to do all these challenges. Do all those 7 challenges. And then I need to find where Madame Nazar is. Given though, Superman would probably have to eat to help rejuvenate himself. That would probably help his cellular growth a lot easier. I don't think it would make him any more powerful. And his metabolism probably works a hell of a lot differently to everybody else's, even though it's adapted to human food and intake. So Superman could probably pound away a couple of cows of beef, and not even worry about it. He might put on a bit of weight if he just didn't exercise and stayed in the dark. Say if Superman shut himself in his apartment in the dark for days on end and just did nothing but sit in front of TV, he would probably get fat. He'd still be invincible and be able to smash you through a wall like Thor, you know, in Infinity War. But he'd still be a fat Superman. Hey, look! Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's fat Superman. The turd Superman must drop. What does Superman do with his shit? Like, his shit is a breakdown of his body, or it's a breakdown of all the food that he's intaked. And now his body has absorbed all of the vitamins and stuff. So it's gone through his body. Is it affected? Does it become, like, super shit? You know, could you bag it up and throw it at the enemy and it would, like, kill them? Just throwing that out there. Well, Superman is just invincible and it bothers me. Does that bother you, Iain? No, because I'm a god. So, gods don't worry about other gods. I'll worry about him if he turns up, but he is majorly just a cartoon character, so I could crush him. That's what makes me a god. So, I kind of look at Superman. I'm like, I can close the comic book on you. Wouldn't work because it's a different type of radiation that gives him his power. No, but it's the radiation from the yellow sun, isn't it? I say, I have to remember. It changes over the years, doesn't it? They try to. No, I'm pretty sure it's just the yellow sun that affects him, makes him, gives him his physiology. Yeah. It's also the thing that works on Doomsday as well. No, Doomsday. Well, Doomsday is a Kryptonian, so he's affected and has the same kind of stuff as Superman. But with all the experimentation that he's gone in, he just dies and comes back stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. There's something up there. I want that. Whatever that is. Something shiny. Yes. I'm gonna take that. Oh, what the? So, yeah, anything Superman throws at you. If he puts the force into it, like he just has to go whip it. So then, if he fights at night, does that then mean he would get weaker quicker? No, because the sun is still going. I mean, the sun is still always round. He would wear down, yes, slightly more than if he was, say, fighting in the desert in the day. That would be like probably fighting Superman super tank wise. But I suppose if you were fighting Superman and you kept him chasing you in the night cycle of the planet, so you never actually fought in daytime and kept the pressure on him constantly, he would probably start to grow slightly weaker. But a weaker Superman is an angrier Superman, and an angrier Superman is something you do not want to mess with. Like, did you see what he did to the Joker in Injustice? He just punched that guy's heart straight through his chest. I'm looking for a Gila monster at the moment, so bear with me. These little buggers do like to just get around the desert. I think they mainly come out at night. Or actually, where's the lake? I think it's Lake Julio, where you can find most of them. So I'm gonna head up to Lake Julio. Lake Julio. I once knew a man called Julio. He would be powered by the moonlight, I suppose. The moon is the reflection of the sun reflected off the moon's surface. So if you fought on the surface of the moon while it was bathed in sunlight, that would be like Super Saiyan Superman. Try saying that 50 times fast. I fully believe Superman could probably take Captain Marvel. Like, he's powered by the sun and hers is just a power. I suppose hers would wear down. It would be an epic beatdown, but it would still be a beatdown after a while. Hulk. Superman could probably beat the Hulk because the Hulk would have to turn back after taking too much damage. And once he turned back, I mean, Superman could just wait until Bruce recovered and two of them would talk it out, I suppose, if they really wanted to do that. But ultimately, if he was going for a beatdown, yeah, he'd beat him down. How many other people would not be? How many people wouldn't be defeated by Superman? I suppose the age-old question a lot of people say would be obviously Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, but every time I've seen that happen, he's had to go on Super Saiyan, which half the time when a Super Saiyan goes Super Saiyan, there's literally not many things that can stop him, and I think that's just a little bit OP. Just a little bit. Where Superman is just, Superman. Like, if you super powered up Gohan to max, or whatever the level is for Dragon Ball Z, 'cause, like, I like Dragon Ball Z, but I'm not like the biggest man in Dragon Ball Z. If you could super power Gohan to max and go against Superman normal, then yeah, Gohan's gonna win. But if you put Superman and give him his max stuff, like his special armor that helps him take extra damage and some of the special kryptonite that gives him extra power, he would probably beat Gohan down because Gohan would depower after a while. Even Iron Man can knock Hulk out, so no contest. True, but Iron Man only knocked the Hulk out when the Hulk was obviously already disorientated by Scarlet Witch. If that was a one-on-one fight, Bruce Banner Hulk versus Iron Man Hulk, two of the smartest men fighting together in two of the biggest things, the Hulk would take it. Because he would rip Tony Stark straight out the armor. But Tony would have a backup plan. If you've ever read Planet Hulk, the comic book, it's one of the greatest comic books ever written. No goddamn Gila monsters. Seriously. Like, it's nighttime. Is it nighttime? Or it's almost nighttime, isn't it? My headphone on. 9:05. Oh yeah, we're heading down to the lake, aren't we? Should probably change my Joker outfit. This purple suit's been through a lot this week. No pigs either. God damn it, game. Sometimes when you're wanting something to spawn, it just doesn't, does it? Sergeant Ruffles, hey Ian, just finished El Camino. It was effing amazing in my opinion. Really, I would wiki it. But I haven't watched Breaking Bad yet, so I have no... I've got no connection to El Camino at the moment. I know that's sacrilege. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? You don't watch Breaking Bad? And I'm like... I watched the first season. You know, I watched the first season of Breaking Bad and I really enjoyed it. But I was doing so much, shall we say? Like Breaking Bad came out, we'd already had Dylan. You know, I was working, and I got the first season out of the way and I really enjoyed it. But I was just like, you know, Walking Dead was out at the same time. I think Game of Thrones I was trying to watch. I suppose. I watched the first episode, that was it. Spartacus. There was just so many TV shows, shall we say. Gila Monster? Yes. There were so many TV shows, I was just happy to just wait. I have recently been watching clips of The Sopranos. I honestly, I would rather watch The Sopranos over and over and over again than watch a new TV show like Breaking Bad. Don't get me wrong, I would. 10 out of 10 challenges complete. Love it. But The Sopranos, oh man, they're just... So it's such a beautiful TV show to watch, and without the success, shall we say, of The Sopranos and shows like that and The Wire, you know, people wouldn't have been brave enough to put forward ideas like Breaking Bad. Fair enough, my girl really disliked Breaking Bad, so I had to watch El Camino in secrecy. I mean, is it a TV film? Is it a new series? Because I know that Aaron Paul, he did Breaking Bad, and then he did Need for Speed, the movie, which I heard isn't too bad, actually. I wouldn't mind watching. Right, okay. Can we take all these guys out secretly? I don't think so. Let's get the old shotgun out, shall we? Let's get the old pump it. I need to change to some normal shells. Sneaky, sneaky. Pow. Oh.
Any requests for the undertaker?
Yeah, I hope he revisits that Mick Foley match at Hell in a Cell. Pow! Crap. It's too dark. Oh, what? The barrels? Took the barrels out. Running around like... Hup. Running around, I'm like the Predator. They were shooting in all directions. We don't know what it means. Oh, I need to reload. And I need health. Whoa, and the cover's on fire. Beat that guy away. I shot him out of his boots. Last guy. Oh, what the? Whoa. Oh, in the chest. That guy should have been on fire. Well, I only had to pop one health thingy then, didn't I? Money, 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 money! Well, Phil, how you been? I mean, it's been a while, Phil.
Every last one
Well,
is some piece of work.
you,
Always
we've been talking about this, Phil, haven't we?
Top story, Scott.
You know,
Just turn your back long enough for me to...
I suppose I should let you go again like I did last time. Right, I definitely got to drop those bottles into Lady Madame Nazar. You know, this little... Oh, really? Okay.
What you got, dead man? I'm right here.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
You got me quaking. No fit.
I'm going to hammer you in the face just for being a dick. Yeah. Ah. Actually, you know what? Let's have it out. Oh. Put that away. You don't need that. Come on. Good old... Oh, oh. Nice. Try some of this on for size. Let's have a good old cookout, shall we? Yeah, just warming my hands on the body of some guy's dead. Breaking Bad is a one-off, I think. It was a standalone film that takes place right after the show. Chris Sanders, going to watch your Heart of Darkness review right now. Nice. Peace out, man. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, you should definitely play that game as well. Morning, Colin McGarry. Day of the Dead review was awesome, wasn't it? Choke on him. Choke on him. Love it. Right, okay, I should get one more bounty in Lemoyne. But I need to find out where Lady Nazar, Madame Nazar is. So I'm just literally going to quickly use my phone to use the YouTube business, because obviously I don't want to mess around on there. Madame Nazar location. 3 hours ago, where is she? She is probably going to be somewhere silly. Where is she? She's near Blackwater? Okay, what? Is that Creek? She looks like she's up by West Creek again. So that is all the way up here. We're going to go up and check up there. Because I want my eye patch, woman. I've worked for it. I've earned it. Yeah, Hulkbuster armor. I've just noticed that from Funny. Love that Hulkbuster armor suit in Age of Ultron. I have no strings to hold me down. Love that. That's a great horror movie. Strawberry? Yeah, we should have strawberry. It's like how do you get bigger than the last movie? You make it bigger. Well, how do you get bigger than a god? You give them a character that thinks and acts like a god. You know? It's that part at the end where they get all their powers together and they just strip all of the was it adamantium? No, it's vibranium, isn't it? All the vibranium off of his skin and then just blow his body like miles away. Where did we say she was? Little Creek. I think she's along there. I briefly looked at the video, so if anybody gets a chance, if you're on your YouTube now, if you can just type in Madame Nazara location for me. 11th of October. It's 11 today. No, it's the 10th. I forget what day it is. Is it beer day today? Yes, it's beer day. Ah, good old beer day. Can't go wrong with a beard. Yeah, I was just thinking then actually of like, the comparisons of the characters from Dawn of the Dead remake to the original. You know, Sarah Polley must have really taken a look at her character from, you know, Galen Ross's character from the original Dawn of the Dead. Because she is a strong Sarah Polley in Dawn of the Dead is kind of acting rationally, I suppose. You know, her husband tries to initially attack her early one morning. The whole world has literally come to shit, but she still, you know, she doesn't just break down, does she? Is that her over there? I thought I could hear the music. You know, she doesn't just massively break down. She holds it together for a while. Oh, there's somebody's coming. And then you've got that male character who comes along, and I know, you know, there is a bit of a love interest there, but not enough that he puts her at risk, like Stephen. You know, he stands on the dock at the end and says, "Look, I can't come because of this." No, that's a marker. Why the hell did Ving Rhames think it was a good idea to do Day of the Dead the remake? That is a horrible, horrible film to sit through. Day of the Dead remake. I read yesterday in one of the comments sections that Joe Palau actually cried after Ebert and Siskel gave a really, really bad review for Dawn of the Day of the Dead. It's a real shame because he's a great actor in that movie. Absolutely great. Right, okay. Now I'm going to check my phone again. Where are you two? Madame Nazar. Yeah, 3 hours ago. So, where is she? Did you say she was on the recruit? Yeah. Was she on the other side? Am I on the wrong location? Over here? Up here? Sorry. I'm just finding out where she is. Is that her? There she is. I knew she was around here somewhere. Ah, the magic of the internet. Hello, lady.
There are not many so distinguished in my service. Welcome.
Welcome.
I am sure there is something here to pique your curiosity.
I've got a collection, haven't I? Oh, $70 for that.
Yes.
160 for that one.
A complete set.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you. I did that. I can get rid of some.
Ah, yes. It is worth seeking these out.
Oh, lots of cardinal flowers. Let's get
Damn.
rid of some of them.
But the whole set is worth your while.
No, I just need the money, lady, because, you know,
Very
you
well.
don't realize how much
I
it is
paid
to
more
run a
for the
camp
whole set,
and a
you know.
stable and a trading mission and just all the other stuff.
Quite
You know.
mundane.
It's like a
but
whole
I
economy
will
I've got
take
to
it.
manage in this bloody thing. And that one as well.
Charming but
Two.
commonplace.
It's always best to save certain collections because, you know, there'll be challenges to say, like, can you buy this, that, and the next thing. Oh, I get the other ring as well. Nope, 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 nope. Where is it? Oh, what? I thought it was. No, I was looking at the wrong one, wasn't I? I was looking at the collector. Back to Lemoyne. It's okay. It's okay. Just remember, you're not getting Doom until March as well, and you can just kick yourself while you're
I
down.
have some to spare.
Okay, let's get the rollback ring while we're here. Black, red, red. Red or black? What do you think? Ooh, Serpent and the Rainbow. That's a great film. Alright, guys, I'm off to physical therapy. Take it easy, boss. Hope it's not too painful for you. I had to get black. Get the black.
You are collecting these.
Yeah. Ooh, those are nice gloves. I do need to drop in and check out the new hats that are in the clothes store. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell is this? A goddamn town meeting? That looks so weird. Just watching them all just watching. Like we all just had the same idea, don't we?
Oh, you held on to that one, huh?
Where's the fast travel? Because I need to get to Lemoyne. There we go. We should do a showdown series actually and get to Lemoyne. Oh, what the fuck is that about? Valhalla 69. Wow, you just fucking made an enemy, didn't you? He just made fucking enemy. Okay, Mr. Level 304. Let's see how you like this off. Let's see how you like getting fucking shot in the face. Where are you? Ass face. Get that motherfucker. Yeah? 304 my fucking ass. Fucking kill him. He's not dying. That guy is not dying. Oh, he is dying now. Man, you just fucking... You just brought fucking thunder down on yourself, didn't you? I need my fucking gun back. I need my rifle. Where's my force? I bought the... Alright, we're gonna cover each other. I'm friend. I'm a friendly. Hi, I'm friend. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, no. Sorry. No, no. Emote. Hey, you. I'm gonna emote you. Hey. And now that fucking level... That level 304. Yeah, take him. Bring him down. Nope. Where is he? Ah. Pushed it. Injured me. That's fine. That's fine. Thoughts on AEW? Oh yeah, and Pontypool is a great movie. I love Pontypool. Kind of a zombie movie actually. Kind of a really unique zombie movie because of the whole infection aspect, I suppose. I've got no extra gun on Linda, and I haven't got my bow and arrow. Yes, I have. No. Oh, what the Is it just turning into a fucking slaughter fest now? We're all just slaughtering each other? Because I'll blow people up just for the fucking laughs of it. Everybody's turned red now. There's a lot of red targets here. It's just turned into a fucking thing. Blade Master, Moran, Assface. Is that level 304 over there, is he? Yeah, he's over there. Fuck that motherfucker. I'm getting that motherfucker. Talking about AEW. AEW is actually on tonight on ITV4. So I will be tuning into that at 11 o'clock tonight to watch that. Simply because I'm a wrestling mad fan. Oh, you motherfucker. I press charges on you, bastard. I should probably get out of this fight because people are just killing each other now. I don't think people actually realise who started what fight now. Where's Assface? Assface is over there. Yeah, let's get out of here. Him? A target? Don't do it. Fucking motherfucker. This guy dies. This guy fucking dies. Tauren ass, where are you? Where are you? Level 22. Yeah. You could get fucked up. Like, it's not the fact I'm getting annoyed for griefing. It's just, when you're not attacking somebody, blatantly you shouldn't attack them. Because, obviously, you're... Come on. Is that you? Gotcha. I don't even know who that was. That looks like it was somebody else. Yeah, I know you pressed charges against me. Like I said, it's starting to get a bit confusing now of who's killing what, where, and when. Where is that other guy? Touring, there we go. I want to stay away, but I also want to get that blast guy. Fuck, what? Fuck this shit. Come on. Got you. Rifles out. If you want something, I should really get out of this situation, but at the moment, I do like a good old fight. Nothing like, this is why you get all the ammo together and you rise up the extra levels. Got no more explosive rounds. I mean, they're not coming toward me. I think they get the gist, I suppose. What up, Brian Perrin? Have you seen Overlord? I have actually. I bought it a while ago. Watched it one night when my wife was out. Really enjoyed it. Really surprised by it. I knew it wasn't what people were kind of expecting. But, they couldn't really do Call of Duty Zombies, could they? The movie. As much as we'd like them to. Come on, let's get out of here. Why am I getting involved in this fight? Let's get out of here. There's like 3 of them in a posse, so. We're just asking for trouble if we're trying to take them all on, and it costs us so much ammo as well. So I really like the opening sequence with the whole breaking up the plane. It made me think of The Keep. If anybody's ever seen The Keep with David Carradine, I think it is, and Ian McKellen. It's kind of that there's something evil going on inside that building by those German scientists, and we need to go in there and find out what it is. The super soldier stuff could have been a bit better in places, but I mean, I bought it on DVD, so that's how good that film was. So glad I went all the way up to Madame Nazar for nothing to get into a fight with all those people. It's 11:45 as well already. Wow, I'm gonna have to go get this this last Lemoyne poster, aren't I? Get that one, get that last challenge. Come off. I don't actually have to do much tidying up today because I cleaned my toilet this week. I've tidied my front room and my kitchen at least twice this week. Not that we're really messy. We're not very messy people, which is very good. It's, you know, the wife likes to come home and see it hoovered at least. I could clean the bathroom. I need to paint the ceiling in the bathroom. So much stuff to do, so little time. Compared to what you want to do, compared to what you need to do. You know, busy, busy, busy. When it came out in theaters, I made the horrible mistake to get high before seeing it. Oh, what? To see Overlord? Yeah, that would do it. I did the same thing with The Dead Don't Die when I went and saw that in cinema, and that was great. That is a great film to watch in that state. Not that I'm obviously saying anything. The hell, what are you gonna do? Pontypool, yeah. Serpent and the Rainbow is a good film. That's Wes Craven, isn't it? Kathy Tyson, I believe it is. Kathy Tyson and Bill Pullman? No. It is Bill Pullman, isn't it? It's Bill Paxton and Aliens. I always get the Bills mixed up sometimes. I've seen it like once, that film. I saw that film once, years ago when I was younger on BBC One. I know there are major points that stick in my mind, like majorly the hallucinogenic stuff that he goes through, because that's such a pinnacle point in the movie. Well, the story majorly revolves around it, doesn't it? The use of obviously the voodoo chemicals bringing the dead back to life. The New Hanovians, or Della Caldwell. Let's go with Della Caldwell. After that fight with those guys, I'm really not fussed in trying to get into a big shootout with people. Let's drop that. Why do I feel I'm going to get out there and there's going to be like 20 people up there and I'm going to blow them all away? Because it's a hard knock life, Ian. For those of us from the school of hard knocks. So, obviously, with the last 15 minutes of the playthrough going, what are you guys up to this Friday night, this weekend? What are the plans of the shelfers? Like, do any of you have bodies to get rid of this weekend? You know, are you planning on just going on a massive drug binge? Maybe just Netflix and chill? What have we got? We've got The Wife's Out tonight for Rocky Horror. We've got Zombies tomorrow with Gary for his gaming evening. And then Sunday's just Sunday, really. Sunday's just a case of roast dinner, stay in. Oh, I've got work both days, which kind of sucks. So Colin's hoping to see Joker this weekend. Ooh, that's going to be good. You taking anybody to see it, or are you just planning on going to see it on your own? Sit there with your fingers pulled back in your mouth like the Smile. Man, I knew there was going to be like 20 people up here looking for trouble. Ugh. Sometimes killing can just get a little bit tiring. Let's see if we can sneak up and take them out quietly. Oh, where's the hunter hatch actually? It'll be on the horse, won't it? cargo. Hammer. The well marked machete. Okay. Nope. What'd you do that for? Strain on the fingers sometimes. That's the ancient tomahawk. Where's the trying to find the other tomahawk, the hatchet one that I bought earlier. From got him, but I got him after I alerted everybody. Oh Christ, explosive rounds. Hopefully she doesn't run. Don't run. She's going to run, isn't she? Oh no, she is trying. Oh, I'm on fire. Where'd you go? There you are. Don't run, girl. Ah. Christ, stop shooting me. Explosive rounds are still loaded in my pistol. She's trying to run again. Oh no, she's not trying to. She's smart, this one. She's smart. She doesn't want to run out of the way. Oh, man. No, there's not. It's nothing. It's not me. It's not personal. It's never personal. I get given a ticket. Your name's on it. I gotta pick you up. It's not. It's nothing personal. Sorely business. Oh. Ah, I found a collection. There's something round here. Where is it? Upstairs? It's probably upstairs. There it is. Go jump for it. Oh, it's a nest. I need my bow and arrow. Come here, girl. Collector's life is never finished, is it? Let's loot you. Let's pick you up. Let's chuck you on the back of Artex. Going to see Joker, Sergeant Ruffles as well with the guys on Saturday. Probably have a few drinks tonight. Ooh. Brian Parents saw it Wednesday night. It was amazing. One of the best movies I've ever seen. That's some big digs there, isn't it, for Joker? I really think it's Joaquin Phoenix, actually. Like, a lot of people have said to me that they didn't realize how good of an actor he was, and I'm just like, really? He's been in such things. Like, I turned somebody on to her a couple of days ago. You son of a whore. She's cursing me. I'm gonna be cursed. I should have just shot it from down the bottom. Fine. Where are they? There he is. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, come here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, they were like, oh, I didn't realise what he'd done. I just kept mentioning all these different films. Like, have you seen Signs? Oh, come on. What the?
No.
What the? Right, okay. Let's just try taking it from it then. Oh, it's a ring. It's not an egg. Okay, there's a ring in a. That's why the nest wasn't breaking. Because there was no egg to pop out of it. That's strange. Never hated a character more than Phoenix in Gladiator. Yes, he was horrible in that, wasn't he?
Lazy fat pig.
But he played it so well, the whole um, you know, just the whole controlling ruler, you know, in contrast to the way his father was and what his father wanted to do. You know, it's like a history lesson right there.
That curse is back.
Am I not merciful? It's like, whoa, breathe, man, breathe. Take a chill pill. And then he has you fed to the lions. Like I said, her made me really emotional. Just the way he was with Scarlett Johansson
Well,
and
mate,
hearing
today.
just how. Like I could listen to Scarlett Johansson talk me to sleep if I wanted to. That would be nice. If you want to get me something for Christmas, Scarlett Johansson, that would be nice. Just throwing it out there if anybody can.
No, 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 no.
I'd like to
You
get
are
her
done
in
and
to do
done.
Ghost World as a review. That'd be great. Come on in. You and me got a date. What the you are.
Damn.
Christ alive.
God damn it, woman. Ah, man, you're not even locking on to her. Come here. I'm crazy. You're the one running from the law. The law in these parts, woman. Make me run into this hot sun. God damn it. Oh no. Get the bowlers out. Goddamn woman. You dragged us out. I will not hesitate to shoot you again in the face.
You are done and done.
Give her a warning shot. I know you get hundreds of requests, but I hope you review Escape from New York someday. I hope so too, Colin. Obviously, as a John Carpenter fan, if anything, the John Carpenter movies really probably do take precedence sometimes, simply because I'm such a big fan of them, and I would love to do them all. But patrons do come first. You know, you guys are not just putting donations forward and paying us to talk about something else. We are 100% dedicated into obviously delivering what you guys ask for, donate to, suppose, when and if we can. God's allowing, you know.
You are done.
I'm
and
dumb
done.
as dirt. You're the one tied up, woman.
So, here we are.
I was just this second
Yeah,
gonna head out there
so-
and bring that one in myself. Put him in the cell. Good money for bad business.
Oh yeah. Well, I suppose the last 5 minutes of it, I'd like to just thank everybody for joining me this morning for another edition of this episode. It's been most fun. Like I said, I hope you all have a brilliant weekend. I obviously have to come off and do some housework, then go and do some proper work. Come back later, have a couple of beers, chill out, and then go back to work again tomorrow, and then go chill out with Gary in the evening. Just it's no end for us here at the OTSR studios. But like I said, didn't mean to do that. Like I said, want to wish you all a good weekend, a good Friday. Have fun, take it easy. Good morning, and if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Take it easy, surfers. Catch you next time.